welcome back to What If Deku Had a Karma Seal. Thank y'all for watching, and for the support on the last video, as that was some really good support, and the view counter was on that too. I really do like the support on that video, as I really do like doing this series, like how I did my What If Naruto had what Naruto was in a Rancor. I really do like the series, like that one other one. So now let's get into it. Last time we left off, we had Deku bringing Kirishima to All Might. Now, All Might would explain everything to Kirishima, how he's basically damaged on his ribs or whatever, and that basically he needs to find another successor, and basically everything, right? Kirishima would take up this offer, and so then he would train with All Might. Deku, on the other hand, he would actually be, well, it's the Otsutsuki still, but he would actually still be tapping in to control all of his power, of course, because, well, from transferring to his body, he still needs to get, like, basically all his powers back in function, right? He's still immensely strong, but not like his previous self. Anyways, so then, now, let's time skip. It's gonna be like a months. I forgot how many. I don't know how many months. I forgot. But like, time skip all the way to the entries exam. We have Kirishima was able to basically get full cowling, and from one fall, it's boosting his quirk. So he hits harder with basically without going full cowling in his hardening quirk, right? And if he uses full cowling with hardening, then he's strong, bro. He is strong. I'm telling you, bro. Don't underestimate my G, bro. He's strong. Sorry for moving around. I'm really trying to put in a really good position where I can talk, and you guys will feel aggravated by the mic movement. I really am sorry. Anyways, so then, now, I'm sorry. I'm just moving a little bit. I'm sorry. Now, the Kirishima and Deku would have walked into the UA school. Well, not the hero's entry part, not the UA building, but like you get the point, all right? They would walk in, and both eyes would lock. Well, Midoriya and Bakugo's eyes would lock. Bakugo, he's mad. Like, he gets pissed. He got pissed when he looked at Deku. Damn, Deku. I know he's powerful. He came over anyways. They wouldn't talk to each other, but they know they can feel the tension in the air. Well, Kirishima can feel the tension in the air between both Bakugo and Deku. Now, they would all first do the test portion, as it was basically easy to get. Well, not, how should I put it? I don't want to say it's easy, but like, he has been studying in this Earth world, so it's easy for him, because from whatever birth, whatever, when he wasn't, like when he was little, alright, little. So basically, that's basically it. So now they have to go to the lecture hall, whatever. All right, they would basically be set down to the room. They'll start yapping about hero stuff. Like, we don't skip this part, right? Now they have everybody just chilling in like an area. Teachers are like somewhere else, right? Now there are people just talking, this whatever, talking to each other and all that, blah blah blah. Now, Kirishima was actually gonna go talk to Bakugo and see what his perspective on why he hates Deku, but Deku really hasn't given a clear reason. But yeah, now The Bakugo, when he was trying to go to Bakugo, when he was trying to go to Bakugo, of course, who wouldn't? But Ida would actually get in the way, stopping him, saying, maybe you shouldn't distract him. This is a test to become, well, to join one of the most prestigious schools. But Kirishima would say, hey, chill, I'm just trying to talk to him. We haven't even started yet. Like, come on, bro. They just let us into the room. But as you see, he might be trying to put his thoughts together, as you should probably leave him alone, as it's for the better. People are trying to get into this prestigious school. It's UA, of course. Deku wouldn't really care, so he would walk off. They'll then tell all the students to go to well, not students, but you get the point. Not official students, but they'll then tell them to go to a certain area. Now, they'll get put into the little pods type beat, and then they would open up, basically. The doors open up. Now, people have been just standing there. Then, of course, President Mike would say, there's no real countdown in the fight. Go! People would start rushing out their things. Some people were about to rush out. They got basically flung into the air. Because of this little pod, it basically had enough wind pressure and basically flinged them out, landing them into some sort of area. Now, Deku, he would have been basically flying. He would have, I haven't really gave him any, exact abilities, right? I haven't really, I'll give him some ninjutsu abilities, because I haven't actually gave him, a actual ability. Naruto, he would have been flying within this. Oh yeah, he has to come into. I'm so dumb, bro. I could just give him some beams or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'll just do this anyways. Deku would have been flying in the sky, and he would do a Phoenix Fireball. He would do a Phoenix Fireball, just shoot multiple of them, of course, sling them down. Then he would activate the Karma Seal. From activating it, he would have gone down, running at the 2 pointers and the 1 pointers, basically ripping into them, as he's so powerful that he's able to tear through metal like it's nothing. Like he can just push his finger down so lightly, and he can easily tear through it if he wanted to. Now, he's even blasting beams. He's grabbing them and exploding them, on Kira Queen type beat style. You know what I'm trying to say? Aha. He's walking around, destroying them one by one. Then he would cock back his hand and push it forward, shooting a huge beam. How should I say it, right? Alright, so his hand, let's say it's his right hand, right? And covered by 3 meters from the width. Alright, so basically it's apartment building wide, right? Apartment building wide. And it would be a huge beam, and then once it was about to stop, it became a huge explosion, eliminating so many bots. They had to then tell Deku to get out the field, as he has basically enough points to easily pass. People being shocked by this, but of course, Bakugo, furious on how he was able to gain this power. He would have been honestly pissed. Now, of course, Deku, he would just fly up onto a building, as he doesn't really care at this point in time, as he's gonna pass into UA, get the information he needs, and then set out his goal and restart the fruit progress. Now, basically, Deku, who was sitting on the building, composing his thoughts as what he's going to do, and basically making any backup plans of if he has to. Now, from doing this, Deku, remember what I said. From doing this, a huge, I think it was just called the zero pointer, right? I'm sorry, but like the robot names, bro, like they're so like irrelevant. But like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like I think it's called the zero pointer, right? Yeah, the zero pointer. Oh well, we will never. No, nah, yeah. It says zero pointer. It says one pointer is the small one. Yep, zero pointer, zero pointer. That really big one with like you ever just look at the zero pointer, bro, and like, why it look mad big like that? Like you gotta think about it. The zero pointer be looking mad huge. Like you just look at the zero pointer, but like that's a wide neck. Like sheesh. I swear, the zero pointer was looking weird, bruh. Weird. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, they was looking sus. Stop. I got distracted, alright? I'm sorry. Anywho. Now, of course, Deku would have gone up and basically went over to it, grabbing it. He's basically pushing energy into the zero pointer, as then it would just start exploding, but then also fading away at the same time. But then there would be a huge explosion, sending everybody launching away. Uraraka would take some serious damage, as he's basically flying into buildings at this point. Some people would also take serious damage from this, but yeah. Good thing they had paramedics on standby, and whatever her name is, I forgot. But yeah. Now, from this, Deku, he would leave, basically flying out, as he has no means to stay here anymore. Now, Deku, he had went back home, yada yada, Inko, and basically, yeah. And he would still be trying to get into and unlocking more of his power. Anyways, so then, now, Deku the next day, he would receive a mail. It would be this black box. He didn't open it to see a holographic message like a video. And it would play. Hello, Izuku Midoriya. You have gained. I'm too lazy to say how many points he has gained. Just know that it's a lot. And you can make it up anyways. This many points and this many villain points. You've gained like 1,350 points for each. We don't really care. We just all know that you passed. We don't really care, alright? Haha. Now, he would then say, you beat my score. I'm honestly pissed. But like, the newer generation, am I right? Man, lucky you, huh? Anyway, you passed, yada yada. Yeah, your class is like 1A, whatever. You're Gucci, alright, bye. And then this holographic cube would basically close back on itself, of course. Deku wouldn't be that enthusiastic, as he already knows he was going to pass, and basically gets ready for the next day. Now, next day, he would smirk as, finally got into UA. Now, that offer that man gave me, it's time to think about it more, as I'm finally here. So, you guys will have to use your big brain, watch the last video, and try to piece up what do I mean by offer. Now, that's what you have to do. I'll give you a clue. It's in the beginning, before we gave Deku the powers. Alright? Basically, but before he shot the beam at Deku to give him his powers. Before that, everything before that, it's in that part. You gotta use your big brain and try to figure it out, alright? Now, of course, Deku that day would walk into the building as he's much earlier than everybody else. And from being much earlier, he would have gone intangible as he would have been walking around. Some big dog or some security dog and starts sniffing the air as he knows someone's by. Deku would have leaned onto a wall, trying to at least cover up his scent as much as he can with some random ability, whatever he got. Okay, the dog this dog-looking being would lose the scent and continue walking away. Deku being alright, close call. No, or they don't know that I'm in the building yet. All I have to do is get some papers before I get caught. Deku could have been walking and walking, and he would actually snatch a teacher's clearance card so he'd be able to get into one of the faculty buildings. Now, with the faculty areas for filing. Now, Deku, while walking into the filing room, a motion sensor would start, and so then he would have dropped the card and dip. Now, how did this motion sensor go off? Basically, this motion sensor is camera operated, right? Now, if the door opens and there's motion, but we can't exactly see who they are, it's like a self-operated camera, right? If you can't see exactly who they are, then it's gonna sound the alarm. Teachers would have been basically rushing over or blocking entrances. The windows would go down, blocking any way of escape. Now, Deku, he would have basically floated up into the air as, now this is better to avoid all the teachers and whatever. They would have seen this teacher's card, be wondering, why is he not there? That same teacher would start running, but like, has any of y'all seen my card? My card? Huh? Now, it would have been a really big, confusing mess, but they would pass it over. And while they're passing it over, Deku would have been in a room contemplating as he could have got caught, but you see more sneaky next time. Anywho, now the minutes will go by because I will walk into the room, see Deku, be like, what the hell, how you in here? Never mind, SMH, I'm gonna be sleeping and do whatever you God please, but we goddamn one, okay, don't care. And he'll wait for everybody else to come to the classroom. Bakugo wouldn't even try to make any contact with Deku, as he knows it's gonna boil his blood pressure, and he doesn't want that himself, to be honest with you. Now, he would just be contemplating, figuring out what he should do. He still doesn't have his full power or his dojutsu yet, so he needs to really figure out his option at this point. Now, so then class would basically start as well. Everybody's in the room talking, as I will be like really mad, but like, hey yo, it took y'all a minute to shut the hell up. But no, I all right, we're going outside. We ain't going to orientation because y'all. But I said shut up. We're going outside. Orientation is bad anyway. It's actually dog water, bro. Like, why would you go to orientation, bro? That's the most worst thing to go to. Like, bro, I know they're calling that kid's name down there right now, but like, does it look like I care? All Might would then bust into the room saying, we need him. What? We're going outside for PT. Nah, they need him. They need him downstairs right now. What? They need him. Alright. Dang. Izuku Midoriya, get up and go downstairs to the orientation. As Deku would be confused as so why would he go to orientation? As he doesn't know why, but then he would come up with the conclusion pretty quickly that, I see, because of his score. Now, if we're going down every student, even the third years, Mirio too would have been eyeing him down. As Deku was saying, it's just taking forever. He would then fly over and land next to the podium. I'm not sure who to put up here, 'cause I haven't really thought it all, but I can say Midnight basically. Midnight would then say, as our new first year has joined the school, not only beating All Might's record, we now have him brought up here to give a message to all the third and first, second years. Some encouraging words for the people that are going to leave, the people that are soon going to be leaving, and for the new people like himself. Deku walked up to the mic saying, I was forced to be here, to be honest with you. Okay. Just get strong. I'm not sure why I should say anything else, but without power, you're nothing. Power is key to being strong. It's like monkey plus banana equals happiness for monkey. Now, why do I bring up the monkey in the situation? We are actually primates. Okay, I think that's enough. Nah, I'm gonna keep talking. Now, I guess just get powerful, right? Don't care. You're gonna train as hard as you can. As soon y'all all gonna be on my hit list. I'm gonna see if y'all strong or not. I'm powerful than all the third years. And if you want to smoke, then fight me, bruv. Oi, mate, we fight in the yard, yeah? Third years are kind of get offended by this. Deku keep talking some more. Talk about, yo, we're primates to monkeys, bro. Like, I just want to go back to monkey, I swear, bro. You know, he's basically the Otsutsuki. He's just fooling around at this point, right? Now, in this, he would go outside to see that everybody is actually waiting for him. Well, as like he just called his name. Deku would come up, throw the ball, get an infinite because why not? And he'd be like shocked, like what the hell, bruh, that's mad gay. Or like, bruh, what the hell? And then after that, they would just be like, aight. And so then they would go home. People would have been messaging Deku as he actually got some numbers. Like, yo, the third years are waiting for you back at the school. Yeah, they tryna fight in the yard. You tryna come, bro? They tryna fight me already? I knew they were gonna be mad. So then, Deku would actually go to eventually fly over back to UA and pull up to the yard. Oh, hey, man, you said you trying to fight me in the yard, yeah? Okay, you trying to impersonate me now? But like, alright, bet, let's fight. I bet throw up your hands, yeah? Deku would basically move so fast, everybody would have a shiver just go down their spine. He would take his head, he would take this third year's head and implant it into the ground, crushing it, and then he would jump up into the air, let himself do a backflip, floating in the air, basically look like it's floating in the air, in slow-mo, and then landing himself from his back onto this third year's head. He would basically suffer a concussion, basically, and getting knocked out, of course. Some of the third years being mad by this, they would rush over at Deku, as Deku be like, I bet then, yeah? Punching them both. And then his hand, with his, of course, his karma still out, his hand would then turn to a claw. He would then swipe his hand, and like, the ground would just shake, and it would be like a mini earthquake. Coming off there, it would have been a mini earthquake, shaking the ground. A couple of the students would have a slash on their chest, tearing through their clothing, and then almost tearing through their skin. Like a small cut would be on their skin. Deku would have said, if I overdid it, Yo would have been dead. Well, I'm off. Deku would have left. From on, the next day, All Might would have busted into the room, saying that it's time for a quick hyperaction test. I think it was called the quick hyperaction whatever test. They all got brought to a place where there's a bunch of cameras and there's a really huge room. Now, the teams would go as this. Well, it would go from normal, but this time it's Todoroki and Bakugo. I know I mostly do Todoroki and Bakugo. You know what? What's a good matchup? You know what I just realized? Oh no, bro. I don't know what's a good matchup. Let's just do canon, alright? Now, it would have been the canon matches, okay? First, now when they went to the room, Deku can basically hear from far away, so you can hear Bakugo basically readying up his explosion to charge at Deku, while Ida's saying, "Don't do it, come on, bro." So Deku would have told Uraraka that he basically what's going on right now. He's about to rush over at us. Bakugo would rush over with his explosions. When I give the command, you need to run. I'll distract him. It'll be easy to take care of him anyways, as I'm not playing around here. I don't want you holding me back. Back. If you start to hold me back, this would be a fail. And I don't like failing like I did with my last life. But you get the point. Wait, what do you mean with your last life? I said I don't like failing, Uraraka. Now, I need you to listen to what I say, okay? Uraraka would listen as they both would start running. They would go sideways, so whenever Bakugo breaks through a wall and doesn't see them, they can easily move over. Now, Deku would have then told Uraraka to run. Bakugo would run straight at Deku, but Deku would then take his hand, grab Bakugo's face, and then launch him back with a little beam bomb explosion in his hand, sending him flying. This would really injure Bakugo to the point where he can't even move his leg. He was still determined, so he would then use his explosions again, launching himself over at Deku, getting two hands of explosions at of course Deku's face, and then while moving backwards, he used his leg, basically taking off his shoe and then throwing an explosion at Deku. Now, Deku would receive some injuries, not that much, just some minor, not like mine. They're like a bit injuries, alright, a bit. Deku be like, you finally able to get a hit on me, huh? You'll be in a bed for a long time after doing that. Deku would have rushed over at Bakugo, using his claw hand like from earlier, swiping at Bakugo, a slice, saying it over and over and over. He would then do a shadow clone. The shadow clone would then run to Uraraka. From that, Deku kept beating on him, even hitting his hands like a rock fist. Just beating on him, making his hand like a little dragon thing, like dragon spikes on it, basically. Like his hand, but it goes up, and then Google is being mad annoying. It's like dragon tail, it's going up on his hand, like it goes up, and then there's a piece under that piece that's going up, that goes up on that piece, but not all the way. And you get the point, right? Punching him over and over again. That's what you're basically beating on him. You're beating on Bakugo. This would really severely injure him, so much that even All Might has to call it off, saying, "Stop! He's got too much. No, just too much. Deku, stop!" If you say so. This man, Deku. Izuku reminds me of him. People would ask who. All Might would then say the Otsutsuki that came to planet Earth. People would have been shocked. We have a bit more time on this video, so let me explain some things. So no, the clone would help Uraka gain the bomb and they would win. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.